Hey, this is an update on our little house, our little red house. Gradually getting some of the detail work done. Did the table today for the dining nook, and I'm still using the same basic colours that I was using before, and it's working very well. Here's work in progress. I'm just painting those now. But most of the detail painting has actually been done. Did a bit of damage when we took that picture down, but that's been repaired now, and the picture will go back up. So all on here. The green, I was a little bit scared of the green at first, using it too much, but actually it's working very well, and it really brings out the other colours. I'll show you on the kitchen. Oh my God, it's an adopted daughter.
Hi.
Hi, Tallow. Did you unplug it and plug back in? I think you did.
Don't worry.
Yeah, it was 1 bar. It was 3 bars at one point. That little shelf is only temporary. That's about the height of the 2 bars. Yeah, the temporary shelf is about the height of the fridge, so that's gone up. And I did another colour on that end wall, very subtle. I think you have to be here, but there is a difference. I did all the frames now in the green, which I really like. All of these cabinets will be green, so I'll be keeping it as light as possible. Started doing some of the other colours. What I do is I hit all of those places where, say, this colour is going to be used. I hit those places. Here, have a look at Beth's dressing table. Looks really nice. There's a little switch on the side, and the switches are as you go up the stairs up here. So we're actually getting there. I am going to do those wood frames. I think I'm going to do those in green. Thank you, Tallow. I'm going to do those in green, as it seems to be a colour that is the highlight, or the loud the loud bit. This obviously will be green, green and green, and as you can see, green there. I started doing the base colour, which of course you don't have to care about what you get it on, and then the care comes when you're going down here. Now some of it for the table I actually used tape and made a much nicer job, but this is all freehand down here as that it is there. It takes time to do those little things because you have to overload onto the next place, and then onto the next, and then onto the next. So in other words, you start here and do this colour, and you deliberately get it on this colour, and then when you do this colour you deliberately get it on that colour, and it's a layering process. How did you like it? Nice, yeah?
Yeah.
That's just been up looking at oh, she's doing her leg to leg, a shy girl now. Too late, you've got your own vlog now, you can't be shy. She's been up having a look at Beth's dressing table. We finally got the electrics done on that, courtesy of our friend James. And here we are in the bedroom, which I've shown on other videos. But this, now you can see it's up in and there, and that's enough light for Beth, I think, especially as she doesn't use makeup. so that's how it looks. Not too overwhelming. We're not going on stage. So, got other work to do up here, which I've been trying to get as much painting done downstairs on the main room, as it seems to be falling into place, and it's something that I don't have to get very dirty for, so I can go in and out on our various projects which we have at the moment. A rather disappointing project at the moment is the well. We just don't, well, we've hit water, but we've got additional problems which we're working out. But we'll hope to be able to bring water to that community in time. So there we are. I can't remember if I showed you this. Yes, I did, but I got distracted talking with Tallow on our Wi-Fi. But we're getting there with this now. I did the upper part, which was to display kind of a Kojiji type thing, where we put plates or various things that we would like to display. It's only 3 inches, so there's not a terrific room for great figurines and things like that, but we have some nice plates which we can put up there, and that's what we'll be doing. So I just finished painting the frames now. They're done in green, and the wonder of that particular colour is that it covers pretty good in one. That's all had 2, having said that, but the frames have only had 1 coat, and look pretty good on that. And I expect that I will consider at least going and doing those frames in green as well. Not quite sure whether I'll do that. It would tend to be a little bit overpowering, might close the room in a little. This is already a work in progress. Better shut the lights out as I go. Just one last minute check. Let me see. You can see we're only on 2 bars still. Oh well. It's been difficult trying to load up the videos that we're making very recently. Having a lot of trouble. Haven't been able to successfully do any live stream, or very much anyway, and get bothered by being bumped off. The signal just isn't strong enough. And for those of you who have unsuccessfully tried to call us, telephone, the signal is pretty useless for the telephone, so we just stick to texts, and that messenger, email, you can always get in touch. So I'm on my way out now, going home, well, out of the home. We really like to return home here. That's the goal. And we're getting there, but it's a very gradual process. But as you can see, we are actually beginning to look like a home now. I like the table. The table was the win of the day. I spruced it up, I repainted it, and it all came alive again, and I'm really very pleased with that. I made that table some time ago. I made the base again. I made another base. It has one end which is meant not to be seen. This is the one that's to be seen. As I mentioned to a friend today, the thing about the furniture in this house is that it's not made to go anywhere else but where it is. So there's none of the moving furniture about. Like, we can't suddenly decide that we're going to put that couch somewhere else. It just can't go anywhere else. well, not without upsetting the whole apple cart. So thanks for looking in, thanks for your interest. Hope you enjoy our updates, and we'll be back with more. Bye for now. Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines. Well, it's not so much an update, as I think Beth has already done an update on our house for those who are interested. But I did notice something really very interesting. I've been working with really three basic colours, and I've tried to use those basic colours throughout the house. So it makes things very simple. Then you're just working out combinations of the same colours. Well, one thing that I have to put in at the beginning, and that is that when I had my driving test in San Fernando, in San Fernando on the mainland, Luzon, they actually gave me a colour test. So they tested my sense of colour, and to my surprise, I actually was deficient. Shall we say deficient? Less. If they do things, all of these tests, they do them on a numbers thing. So I guess if you took it that you were scoring on points out of 10, I was down on. I think it was the colour green. Well, as luck would have it, one of the colours that attracted me to use in the house was the colour green, and it was let me see, a special colour. Don't know whether I can find one now, but it was called Tallow or Tallow green. I'm just looking now. No, this one, I found one of the empty pots, but this one was lamp black. But, lo and behold, I have found the colour. And this is the old, let me see if I can get this thing off with one hand. Yeah, so what we're looking at is, if you can see it there, is Tallow green. Where did I get it? Yeah, there. So Tallow or Tallow green, and it's a really nice green colour. Now, of course, what I had to do was go and change it slightly, and I added some other colours. I added black for one thing. That was lamp black, which I often use because Tallow green was quite bright. So I wanted to lower the intensity there, the value, which is what I did, and I darkened it. Now once I'd reached the colour that I wanted, I actually painted the disc. So just to show you the disc, here's green. So that's green, and to give you a better idea, I'll put the other lights on underneath. Okay, gives you more light on the subject. Now, that was green to my eye. I looked at it, it's a dark green. Yeah, I like it. I'll use it again on here. Green, green. Now, I don't know whether you can see it, but it's already turning blue. Then we come over to here. I used it on the table. Now, I don't know whether you're seeing what I'm seeing, but depending on what colours are next to this green, it changes colour. It's not quite the same green here. Now, I've got to say that I took my green, I took it to the guy who mixes colours. He's an expert at seeing what is in every colour. And every colour is based on more than its own colour name. it has other different colours. And if you've ever been to somewhere like Home Depot and you've watched them mix colours, they go on that little Ferris wheel with all of the different colour pots in there with the pure colour in it. And they have a little dash of this and a little dash of that and a little dash of the other, and if you pardon the expression, and they arrive at the colour that you want. Right, so now, so I have the colour I want, it's green, I like the green, and here we are, that's green to me, so it's green. Then it starts to change. Now I always mix the colour when I use it. I always stir the colour. So now I can see blue. And I can see blue there. Now this is all from the same pot, I swear. So this is already changing from that. Same brush, same pot, same colour. So just out of interest, I said to Beth, I asked Beth a little while ago, which prompted this video, what colour is this? And I pointed her to this colour. So let's put the light on. That changes it again. Now look at that colour, that's blue. And then, just to throw another spanner in the works, as we say in the UK, now there's blue, isn't that blue? I said to her, what colours do you see? And she looked at the colour and she said, I see green, blue, and then just as she was leaving she said, and grey. I thought it's another Bethism. You know, one where she throws you completely off the track by saying something that doesn't make any sense. I thought, yeah, oh, sure, grey. And I look down, I've just painted this desk, and look, it's battleship grey. So, depending on what colour is next to it, it's as if it changes colour. Now, I decided after seeing the couch in white and just kept getting messed up again and again and again, I just hit it with the first coat of green out of the same pot. And look at it, it's against white, so it's black. Now look at that there. When I put that up, I put that zigzag up, it's black. I thought it's too dark. Then I start putting it down here and it starts turning green. And this one, it's not the same colour. Now, look at this one here, this is blue. Now it probably isn't of any interest to anybody, but maybe an artist or someone who is used to painting, who paints for a living. And I'll say, well, of course it changes. See, look at that door there. That door is blue now. And look at it in comparison to the bench. And the bench is, look at it, my God, in front of my very eyes, it's turning light blue. As opposed to this thing on this side, which has started in on its grey. And it's also below something that I painted earlier, and that of course is blue. Very confusing. Fortunately they all look nice, is my feeling. I have to get some materials. I'm short on these kind of materials, this and this is the same, and some half round, and I'm short on those materials, so if I had those I'd be able to finish these cabinets. See how it's only half done. That one there is done, and then I could paint them and would really get a good effect. What I found is that if you can blitz on the painting and get a lot done, it really does boost the job along and make you feel so much better. That was why I stayed up late last night, I don't know, 10 or 11 or something, and I painted these frames, which is quite laborious actually. I painted those frames, this one, I painted this. This is the serving hatch. The door is there somewhere. Needs another sand down, I feel. If it's going to be getting stuff spilled on it, it needs to be nice and smooth. Otherwise it will catch food particles. Now you might notice, if as we can move on to something of an update, that I've actually painted now. Whereas I had everything in white. Somebody said, "Oh, are you making a hospital?" The answer, of course, is no, I'm not making a bloody hospital. It's just that everything was white. And if you do everything in white at first, when you go around later, you can start to see different colours. When I say see, I'm talking about visualizing things which are, or could be, but are not actually then in existence. And I began to see different colours, and little by little I changed the way that the place looks. So now I've actually painted all of this today. It will have to have a second coat, but I started off this morning early and I painted the end wall in peach, what I've been calling peach, and that's had a second coat now. And then after that I thought, why not, I can always paint it again, and I started in on my second colour, which is this one, which shall be nameless. And now strangely enough, that's got a lot of green in it to me. So I actually decided that I would just take this colour to here. And then when I did that, I thought, now wait a minute, it needs to come further than that, so why don't we take it to here? And then when I did that, as you can see, I decided that I was going to come and proceed and take it to here. Then I decided, as this is our little daybed with its wonderful view during the day, this will be a hangout spot. It has a point there for 2 sockets there. Should be more everywhere in the house actually. I think that sockets like this, electrical sockets, are a little bit like cabinets that, for storage, that you can never have enough. But anyway, there'll be something there so we can have the radio, we can have the computer going, and this will have a mattress and a load of cushions, and this will be our hangout place. So I decided I'll go for that softer peach, and I did this little thing as a room, and I made it in peach, but I kept the theme of this room going in among the half, and it's also repeated in the different colours. Once again, you can see those 3 basic colours. This one, blue, green, grey, whatever, and this one is peach, and this one is the well, what is it, kind of a greeny bluey thingy, not blue. So there again, see, these are the same basic colours here as are here, but they look different. So that one's still drying. One little look around now. We've had our electrics down, but did notice something that's a terrible oversight, which I never noticed, and until the electrician was long gone. It was very neatly done. He put a socket on this side. Now this is where, there's my wife shaking something outside to do with the Wi-Fi. This is where the cooking is going on, so we're going to have an oven top on this. And look what he's done. He's put that at the back of where we will be cooking. Not so bright. He could have taken it under and underneath the cabinet, which is what he should have done, and which we will have him back to do, because that looks dangerous. So got a double socket there and a double socket up there for the Wi-Fi and the refrigerator when it comes back from the guest house. So I just painted these today. We're going to have a granite top on here when all of this garbage is gone. Had a disappointment with the 8-foot sheet. This is exactly 8 feet long. From here down to there is 8 feet long. The piece of granite that I got is exactly 8 feet long, so it was going to be perfect. It just needed to be cut like this and down the back, as it's not. The granite is actually, I think, 21 or 22 inches wide, and this is a little bit less than that, maybe 18. So I have to cut it lengthways. But we went over a bump, a speed bump, which I was not paying attention, and the speed bump caught me unawares. It flipped the back up in the air. It only takes a couple of inches, and dropped it down again, courtesy of gravity. And it broke my 8-foot piece of granite. But because it's only at the end, we're going to take that last 18 inches, maybe 2 feet, that broke off. It broke off across the piece of granite, so it didn't shatter into pieces. It snapped in 2 pieces. So what we're going to be able to do is take that piece and put it at the other end where there's a straight edge. So the broken piece has its broken part, which is a zigzag crack, an open crack of course, and we'll put the 2 straight edges together and we'll have a join. And that's not such a big thing, because we have a join here, because this is actually more than 8 feet. So there, don't know whether you can see it. You guys who have Zoom will be able to see that right opposite that, this pier, this end of a cabinet, is where the join is. And James did a really excellent job of making that join into one. So it's just hardly noticeable. And there's another join there, of course, where it goes L-shape into the sink. And that's a beautiful job as well. So we're not crying too much about that cracked granite, and it will be okay. So we're getting close now. I think I'm going to be okay on not having to paint Beth's desk. It didn't seem to suffer any damage. Mine looks like crap. It's just got splashed, but that's because it was underneath some difficult work. That piece at the end there had a large gap which had to be closed, and the same on here, and so it's going to have to be touched up. There was a lot of repair work had to be done along here and up over here underneath. This disgusting door is going to have to have something done about that. I either will take this and dress it up in my way, or make a new door. It's a narrow door, but at least it sort of fits. Right, then we came and we did the other white work here. There was some work had to be done there because the electrics used to be there. They're not there now, they're over in the extension. Okay, now I've been warned that the battery pack has to be changed so it's almost flat. So I have to say goodbye. Thank you for taking an interest, especially in my oddity colour rant. Thanks for being with me, and I'll be back again. Bye for now. Oh God.